right. Sorry, I was caught off guard there. That was full trunk. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to think of. I got sidetracked by something happening here in the show chat. And that was full trunk there. Great, man. We debuted them, a week or two ago. Big shout out to Paula Burrell, making her way into that mafioso show chat. Paula Burrell Productions. Right? Did I get that right, Paula? I hope so. I want to do you right, baby. And I mean that in a in a non-weird way. But no, Paula Burrell Productions, I believe that's what it is. Find them on Facebook, and then you can go from there. And that's basically a shout-out to you artists out there. And, Burrell Productions. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly also? Burrell? Burrelle? Is that French? Parlez-vous Burrelle? And I know I'm being funny, but I'm not trying to be funny, and it's just because I'm not sure. Hey, listen, you know what? Paula and I go back. We go way back, and so she understands I'm not right in the head. But seriously, I want you guys to check her out, Burrell Productions on Facebook, and then you can go from there. And I also have to give a shout-out to Justin. All right, Justin. We're not going to make a spectacle about this. We're not gonna get into to all the semantics of the whole deal. All I'm gonna say, Justin, is behave, dude. Behave. No drama. I don't care what anybody else is doing, whether that be people and or stations. You're more than welcome here, Justin. You just got to kick back, have some fun, and leave it at that. With that being said, welcome, Justin.
Lend me your name, I'll give you mine. Or better yet, we could play kiss and tell. I don't know much about you, but that look just told me all I need. I'm not religious, unless you want me to be. But if that's the case, how forgiving is he? I got a feeling that we'll be on our knees for more than praying tonight. I beg you, darling, please. Ready your shining fire. That little arrow is flying awfully fast. Tell me your desires, and tell me you want it now. A lie that you can believe. You used to talk of a relationship, but the ship seems to run aground. Safe and sound, no more worries of you lost at sea. But what about the rotting wood? Did I take the wind out of your sail when I mistook your love as being for sale? An easy mistake could call me cannon fodder. I guess my heart was for free. You brought me to my knees. So It shoots and ladders to wear. And I won't help you now. Help you climb back up when you're just slide down again. You gotta find the better rungs next time. You gotta save your breath or your lungs next time. You gotta find the better rungs next time. The shoots will get you and the hours gonna make you fall. You brought me to my knees. So ready your shining fire. You better make it quick. You're sinking awfully fast. Or find you some guns for hire. Not that you need them now. You already broke my heart.
Yes, near-death experience, shoots and ladders. I agree with you guys. I haven't heard NDE in forever. You know, we've had a ton of debuts here, the last, few shows or what have you, the last few weeks. And some of that stuff that, some stuff got pushed back and I don't want to say lost because they weren't lost, that's for sure. But, man, it does feel good to hear some of those that have been with Music Mafia Radio, from the start. And, I hadn't listened to NDE in a while also. Good to hear them. I was sitting here, second chances are, well, they're important. And I don't talk about this for any particular reason. It's just, you guys know how I roll. I get thoughts running through my head, and then I share them with you. And I was thinking second chances are important because we've all been fooled. We all, at least once in our lives, chances are multiple times, and if you're me, lots of times. We all have learned something or some things the hard way. And that's a hard thing for me to admit because I am one of the most guarded, alert, standoffish people out there. Very guarded. And when I do learn something the hard way and or have been fooled, it's a tough pill to swallow. I got this big giant ego I'm floating around. And I'd like to think that I don't learn anything the hard way. You can't fool me. You can't bullshit a bullshitter, as the old timers used to say. But yes, even I have learned some things the hard way. Even I put my trust blindly where it shouldn't have been. So second chances are important. Now there's a flip side to that. In some cases, you've used up your second chance, and sometimes your third and fourth chance without ever realizing it. You used up your second, third, and fourth chance long before the affected individual ever just finally walked away. And so from time to time, you'll get certain people expecting that important second chance. And what they don't realize is they were so lost in themselves, they didn't realize they burned up all those chances long ago. And it's rare, but it does happen. Trust me, I have a list. I have a list of peeps with burnt up chances, and it's a very short list. Very, very short list. Could count them on one hand. But second chances, in most cases, are important. And it's always good to start fresh, right? Welcome back.
All right now.
You know what? Hold on, Jose. Hold on. I'm sorry, King Stan Band, for interrupting you like this, but it just caught my eye. Paula says she totally agrees with me in that show chat. And I can tell you, I know for a fact, she's not just saying that. She does agree with me. Because like others, I learned the hard way at one point. And Paula Burrell is one of the many that gave me my second chance. Thank you, Paula. All right, Jose. Sorry, I had to get it out.
I got you back again. Got you back, baby. I got you back again. Got you back. You were on my mind. Got you back, baby. Love you all the time. Flutter, babe. Said this can't be so. Got you